Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago, and welcome once again to the Bourse Report. Today, we at Bourse want to extend our congratulations to our athletes at the Olympic Games. The results are less than we hoped for, but we know that you put out your best efforts. We'll try again next time around. Today, we want to talk about two particular companies that are flagship companies on the Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange that to some extent represents the economy, in one case insurance, and in the other case a conglomerate that provides a reflection of what's happening in the economy. So let's turn now first to Neal and Massy and look at what would have happened in their 9 months results. What you would see is that Neal and Massy, the earnings declined to 3.68 cents per share against what happened in the last corresponding 9-month period, which was 3.95. Revenue decreased by 3.3%, some 293 million. And the share of profit of associated companies also fell. And this was a major factor for the decline in the income of Neal and Massy. Let's go again and look at some of the key indicators which are there. Try again. Okay. One key indicator, Neal and Massy, is a major seller of new car vehicles. And what you can see up on the screen is that for the last 3 quarters, there has been a decline. This is industry-wide in terms of the number of vehicles that have been sold. So you would see October, December last year, January to March, and April to June. And you could see on the yellow bars what has been happening in 2016. There has been that decline. And that would have been a significant contributor to the decline of the revenues of Neal and Massy, this being the second largest sector in Massy. Let's look again and see what has happened in terms of revenues across the board in terms of the regional factors. So what you would see, Trinidad and Tobago still represents just about 49% of the overall revenues, third-party revenues of the company. But if you look, Barbados as well representing about 33%, and then the others fall away to some extent. Neal and Massy, operating in sectors. Our economy, Trinidad and Tobago, is challenged. The Barbados economy is challenged, and many of the Caribbean countries, probably with the exception of Guyana, Jamaica looking upwards, Colombia is challenged as well. So it creates the challenge for this particular company. Let's look again and see what's happening in terms of, before we go to Sagicor, our position on Massy remains neutral in terms of our recommendation. Sagicor, another company, if you look at the 6-month period, you would see the earnings per share from continuing operations down 35%, in net premium revenue declining, total benefits, those costs for the payments against policies and so on, increasing. Yet still the company had a reasonably good income up from the last period, the last 6-month period, not because of the continuing operations, but because of the fall off in discontinued operations. You would remember their forays into the UK insurance sector did not pay off, and there was significant fall off losses from that. That has been discontinued, and going forward we can see better results. Where is Sagicor operating? Jamaica, Sagicor Life, the USA, and the head office. So our outlook for Sagicor, let's see what's happening there. When we look at the position of the company, what can you see? You are seeing that the earnings per share and the dividends have been showing, particularly the dividends, the earnings, you will see good growth in earnings, albeit not from continuing operation, but from the fall off of the discontinued operation. We have a buy recommendation on Sagicor because of the fact that its PE multiple is the lowest in its non-banking sectors. You would see on the screen on the left-hand side here. and as the lowest, there's a lot of headroom for growth in terms of Sagicor's income and so on. So we have a buy recommendation. For more information, call us at Bourse, get to our website, send us an email, all of these areas in which you can relate to us and get more information. For more details, look at our website and our mutual funds on the newspapers, you can see them. Give us a call at 628-9100 for further information on both these companies with much more details. Have yourself a wonderful investment week. This is Subhash Ramkilawan for the Bourse Report.